my fellow warriors, and welcome back for another Airsoft review video from the Woodland Warriors channel. Today we have another nice big package coming in from Begadi. Begadi is the sponsor for this review. If you didn't know about Begadi yet, Begadi is an Airsoft webshop from Germany. You can check the website in the description. They have a lot of things for Airsoft. They have replicas, they have upgrade parts, BBs, you name it, they have it. So make sure to check out their webshop. I'll put the link in the description, you can find it over there. Today we have another review to do for them. Let's open up the box and see what we have for review this week. So guys, today for the review for Begadi we have a new replica. It's not really a new one, but it's a little bit updated. They used to sell this one just stock, but this version it has a lot of Begadi upgrade parts in it. Let's open up the box and see what we get to review this week. For this week's review we have the M14. This is the SOCOM version. There's also an EBR version, which I have owned in the past, but I already sold it some time ago. I did always love the M14, the style of the replica, so when I saw this on the Begadi website, I said yes, I want to review this one. First off, of course, we have the Begadi shooting record. Begadi tests the replicas before they send it to you. It's measured with 0.2 gram BBs, and over the course of 10 shots, the energy levels are ranging between 1.57 joules and 1.58 joules. Also the FPS, it's all 125 FPS or meters per second in this case, only deviating from 125.3 to a maximum of 125.9. So it's only 0.6 meters per second difference over the course of 10 shots. So yeah, it seems to be pretty consistent in the shots. We'll find out on the field. Of course, always you get the instruction manual. In here you can find a lot of information about your replica, how to safely operate the battery, things you should not do with your Airsoft replica. Also a parts list is included. Always nice to keep the documentation with your replica. This is a Midcap magazine. It holds 180 BBs. It looks like Begadi listened to the things that I say in my videos, because they sent me 2 Midcap magazines with this replica. Normally on the website it says you get 1 Midcap and 1 high cap. But I think they understand that I don't like to play with high caps, so they sent me 2 Midcap magazines. Thank you for that, Begadi. So these ones are both 180 BBs. If you do get the high cap, it's 400 BBs. Next up we have a little baggie with some small tools. This one is for adjusting your iron sights, and a little Allen key. You get your standard size BBs. I never know what brand this is or what quality it is, so normally I just leave it in the packaging and never use it. This one also comes with a sling, so you can keep the replica around your shoulder, you can carry it, it's easier. This one comes in OD green. They also provide you with a speed loader to fill up your magazines. Now, over to the replica itself. Hidden under the replica is the unjamming rod. If you have a BB stuck in your hub-up, you can get it out with this one. It's always nice to have one with you on the field, you never know when you need to use it. So guys, here's the replica itself, the M14. It's Begadi imported, the M14 Sport they call it. This one is not so heavy as it looks. Most of it is made from ABS, it's a hard polymer plastic kind of material. But also some features are made of metal. The most important parts, the inner works, the barrel, the sling points, trigger guard, it's all from metal. Just the housing is all polymer, which makes this a little bit lighter. This one comes in at 3.32 kilograms, which is doable because I owned the EBR version, that is the enhanced battle rifle version, and it weighs 4.3 kilograms. So this version saves you 1 kilogram to carry it around all the day. It looks really nice. I got the black one. They also have it in OD green. Here we have the mechanism. It works just like the real one. Nothing you can access from here, because your hop-up is located next to the feeding tube. There's a little wheel here that you can turn to change your hop-up. This is how it looks with the magazine inside. You have your iron sights. And what makes this the Begadi version is all the internals. They put a lot of Begadi stuff inside of here. They put the Begadi neodyme engine with high torque inside of the replica. You have the Begadi fly hop-up in here. Also they put a CNC piston upgrade and cylinder head, also a CNC made, so the internals are really good. I know the Begadi parts and they do function really well. They perform good, so I have some good expectations from the M14. We do have a nice little rail section on here, and this is not everything. I did get a few extras. I got an extra midcap magazine because I was thinking it would only come with 1 midcap, but now we have 3 for some more reloading action, so we can stay out in the field for longer. And also I got this one. It's the Begadi M14 SOCOM version, the adapter for a suppressor. Of course, this is not how we are going to play with the M14. I want to show you how it can look like if you put some things on it. Also, there's more accessories available on the Begadi webshop. I got the muzzle adapter so you can put the suppressor in the front of it. There's also something you can buy that adds right onto here. There's a small hole. You can buy a rail section that covers this part of the weapon, so you can put a scope on it. I will show you how we are going to play with it. So guys, we are back with the M14. This is how I'm going to play with it. I added a red dot sight on the rail system. You can also get the rail system that sits on top of here, which brings the scope a little bit closer to your eyes, which may be better for a long distance. But I think for now a red dot will work fine. Also, I've added a little suppressor with some help of the muzzle adapter, because the stock one that comes with it, you can't put a suppressor on it. It's really easy to change it, and then you can run a suppressor, but it's sold separately, so you need to order it together with the replica if you want to use it. Some more features about the M14, your basic things. Your trigger, of course, over here. There's a little switch in front of the trigger, which is your safety. Push it in the trigger guard and your weapon is on safe. Push it out and you can shoot. In the back is where the battery goes. You can flip the back side up, and in here there's a compartment. This little door opens and almost the entire part of the stock is hollowed out for battery space. So there's a lot of different batteries that you can use in this weapon. In here is also the Begadi Core EFCU, the electronic fire control unit, which gives you the ability to run 11.1 volt LiPo batteries in this replica. It also makes sure that the trigger response is really snappy, and it has some protections, and of course, because it's from Begadi, it's semi-locked, so you can only shoot semi with this replica. This one, like I said, it's nice to do it, a great feel, just like the real weapon. It does not have any function on this one, because your hop-up is located here next to the feeding tube. There's a small wheel which you can turn, and that's how you change your hop-up on the M14. We have the swivel sling points. This one is mounted steady. This one is a little bit loose. You get the sling with the replica. Not sure if I'm going to use it because the replica is not so heavy, 3.3 kilograms, so I think it's manageable to run just like this in the field. With the Midcap magazines. And I think this will be a nice one to try it out on the field. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go to the field. Time for some action.
Hit! Even in.
So guys, we are back from the field and now it's time for the second part of this review video about the Begadi, the M14, the SOCOM version, the Begadi sports line. The M14 performed really well on the field, as you could see in the video. I tested it really thoroughly this time. I went to the field 3 times with the replica because I had some camera problems, but besides that, it performed really well all 3 times. First, we're gonna take a look at the weapon itself and I'm gonna judge the looks of it. It looks really nice. I always liked the model of the M14 rifles. It's just something iconic, you can't miss them, especially the SOCOM version. It looks really great. What I do not like about the looks of this one is the materials. It's most plastic, it has a little bit of a cheap feel. It can be worse, it's still really sturdy plastic, but I would have liked to see a little bit more metal. Also the sling point in the front, it's wiggling around and about, and yeah, it does make it feel a little bit on the cheap side. What I do like about the looks is some of the details, like the mechanism on here. It does not have any functionality, but you can lock it in its place and it just gives a little bit more of a realistic feel to this replica. I also like the iron sights. As you could see in the video, I played it a little bit differently because I did not order the scope mount. I had to do it with this piece of rail section over here. So I put my scope cam on the riser. I managed to look through the iron sights, through the hole in the riser, and line up my shots without the scope. Over to the functionality. The M14, the SOCOM version, it performed really well on the field. We took some long shots and we hit them. I think it comes in at about 50-60 meters. So for a DMR, that's not bad. Because of all the Begadi parts that's inside, it just performs really good out of the box. Like I said, I played 3 matches with it and I get a lot of hits with this one. From close range, but also at a distance. Everything functions as it should. At first I was thinking, because the hop-up is located near the magazine, that when the magazine is in, you can't really change the hop-up, it's hard to get there. But there's still enough room to change the hop-up with the magazine inside. Everything works like it should. What I also really like about the M14 is the stock. The stock is where your battery goes into. and because it has the Begadi core inside, you can even use 11.1 lipos inside this replica. It's a Titan battery, 11.1 volts, and it's a big boy. It's one of the biggest batteries that I have. And in the M14, it fits completely in the stock. This is one of the only replicas that has enough space for me to use this big battery. You can of course also use a smaller one, but it has a lot of capacity, so almost any battery that you can imagine, it can fit inside of here. Overall, for the performance of the M14, it performed really well. 50 to 60 meters range, and the accuracy was also okay. In the video you could see some of the BBs going a little bit to the left, but that's more due to the wind than the hop up of the replica. It hopped really well, it had decent range, especially with the 11.1 lipo inside. The trigger is really snappy and you get a great trigger response. Now it's judgment time. For the looks, I'm going to give it a 7.5, just because of the plastic on the replica and the sling point. It makes it just feel a little bit on the cheap side. It's not an expensive replica and the performance really makes up for that. It's just my personal feeling. For the performance, I'm going to give it an 8. It performs really good, it had decent range, the accuracy is good. The trigger response is really snappy when you put that 11.1 volt lipo inside. There's a big battery compartment, that's always nice to have. The magazines, I didn't have any feeding issues with them. And also there's a lot of upgrades available for this one, externally and internally. Externally you have the suppressor adapter that we used that you can put on here, and you can add the extra rail section for mounting a scope. And internally I don't think you really need to change anything because Begadi has you covered. Okay guys, that's it for this week's review. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like. Subscribe to my Airsoft channel for more Airsoft videos and reviews coming up, and I hope to see you on the next video.